my channel. Today we are here to talk about factor pairs and multiples. So before we get into factor pairs and multiples, there are a couple keywords that you should know. One is a factor. So what is a factor?
A factor is a number that is multiplied.
Okay, so another good keyword to know before we get started today is product. What is a product?
A product is the result of a multiplication problem.
Okay, so today we're going to talk about three things. First, a factor pair. What is a factor pair? 2, what is a multiple? And 3, what is the easiest way to tell the difference between the two? Here we go. Okay, so first things first, what is a factor pair?
A factor pair are two numbers that are multiplied together to get a product. Remember when I said the word product is important? Well, here's why. In a factor pair, it's important to know that two numbers that are multiplied together get a product, or an answer.
Okay, so a factor pair are two numbers that are multiplied together to get a product. Remember how I told you that word product would come in handy? Remember, a product is the answer to a multiplication problem. So to better help us with factor pairs, we are going to meet my friend Factor Ninja.
To factor a number means to break it up into numbers that can be multiplied together to get the original number.
Alright, so here is how Factor Ninja applies. When we think of a Factor Ninja, we think of how ninjas chop things up. So we're going to do the same thing with numbers. We are going to take numbers and we are going to break them apart into the numbers that can be multiplied together to make an original number. So when we take that number and we break it apart into the two numbers that can multiply it, those two numbers become our factor pair. Watch this.
Let's take the number 24 for example. Let's chop it up. 24 has the factor pairs of 1 and 24. 1 times 24 is 24. 2 and 12 are also a factor pair. 2 times 12 is 24. The same goes for 3 and 8. And 4 and 6. Let's try another number. Let's chop up 36. 36 has even more factor pairs. 1 and 36. 2 and 18. 3 and 12. 4 and 9. 6 and 6.
Okay, so we've checked off factor pairs from our list. Now we're going to talk about multiples. And to help me explain to you about multiples, I have my friend Multiple Monster.
When you think of Multiple Monster, I want you to think of a monster and how they're big. So Multiple Monster helps us make numbers big by taking two factors and multiplying them together to make a big product. That product is a multiple. So let's recap the definition in case you didn't get it. A multiple is the product of two factors multiplied together.
So, a multiple is the product of two factors that are multiplied together. So, where does Multiple Monster come into play? Well, Multiple Monster, think about a monster, big. So whenever we think of Multiple Monster, I want you to think how with multiples, it makes numbers bigger. So when we take those two factors and we multiply them together, we're going to end up with a bigger product.
Let's do an example together. We're going to find the multiples of 4. So first we start with 4 times 1 equals 4. 4 times 2 equals 8. 4 times 3 equals 12. 4 times 4 equals 16. 4 times 5 equals 20. So 4 8, 12, 16, and 20 are multiples of 4. We multiply two factors to get a product. That product is our multiple. Let's keep going. 4 times 6, 24. 4 times 7, 28. 4 times 8, 32. 4 times 9, 36. And 4 times 10, 40. Can you tell me the multiples we just added? If you said 24, 28, 32, 36, and 40, you're right.
Okay, so let's do a little recap before I let you go. So when we think of a factor and we chop it up like a factor ninja, we take a number like 24 and we break it apart and to see what factor pairs can equal that original number. So when we take 24 and we break it apart, 1 and 24 are a factor pair of the number 24, just like 2 and 12 is too. And when we look at multiples, let's think about multiple monster. If we have the number 4 and we want to know the multiples of it, let's think 4 times 2 is 8. So 8 is a multiple of 4. So today, I hope you learned a little bit about factors and multiples, and you have something to help it stick in your brain too. I hope you will join me again. It was great to see you. Bye! As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. See you again soon!